Hi everybody, this is Boogess Reviews, and today I'm going to be doing a review on the Neca Ultimate Sesame Street Ernie figure. So before we take a look at Ernie, let's go ahead and take a look at all of his accessories. So first up you get the letter C, and this looks really good. I love all the texturing you get on it, and then the eyes up there. It also has a flat spot here on the bottom, so you can actually stand it up. So far we have the letters A and C. It appears we're going backwards in the letters for Neca. Up next, you get the picture of Bert and Ernie, and I think that looks really good. I think this is just a sticker on the plastic, but that looks really cool, and you can actually hang it up if you want. I like that they include a little thing right here so you can actually hang it up. That is pretty cool. Up next, he comes with a set of these relaxed hands. Up next, he comes with a rubber duck, and that looks really good. I just wish he could hold it in any of his hands. The most you're really going to get is it kind of just resting in these relaxed hands. I definitely wish he would have had a special hand just for holding it. But yeah, the best you're going to get is really just kind of resting it there in one of his open palms. Up next, he comes with accessory holding hands, but no accessory to put in these hands. The grip is way too tight for the rubber duck. I suppose you could stretch it out, but these hands feel really stiff. You definitely have to heat this up to get the rubber duck in these accessory holding hands. Up next, he comes with these pointing hands. Up next, he comes with this standard head sculpt. It's just a regular smile. And finally, you get this big smile head sculpt. And this is definitely the head sculpt I prefer to leave on the figure. It just looks so good. Neca did a very awesome job at sculpting both of these head sculpts. I love the texturing you get to the head there. It looks like the material that the puppet's made out of, as well as his hair. His hair is sculpted very, very well. Neca did a very awesome job on that. So now let's go ahead and take a look at the rest of the figure. It really surprised me how many textures that we get on the figure. His sweater is textured very nicely, and all of the lines came out very clean. I think these lines are actually perfect. The little, I think it's like a light blue line right there, as well as the red and yellow lines, came out really clean, and that looks very nice. Even on the sleeves, the lines came out really clean, even with the wrinkles right there. That looks really good. The only complaint that I really have with this figure are the elbow joints are so tight that it's chewing the plastic up and eating the paint off. Not only has it eaten the paint off right here on the right side, but it's also discolored the plastic that it's cast in, which it's red plastic, but it's kind of like pinkish now because of where it's been chewed up. It's starting to do the same on the left side, but it's not quite as bad. You can see that the blue is just slightly scuffed up. But on this right side, man, is it tight. I really didn't think, just bending the arm in would chew the joint up like that. So I might have to boil this and then sand that down a little bit to give it a little more clearance. It just really sucks that that joint is so tight. But even the pants have some really cool texturing to them, and you also get a wash of dark blue. I feel like it's kind of concentrated down here around the bottoms of his pants. But I do like that you get some paint variation. I think that looks really cool. As I said, having this figure in hand, he has so many more textures and paint variation than I thought he would. You even get a paint variation over top of his shoes. His shoes look really well worn with that brown wash over top of them. And that looks really good. Neca just did a very awesome job with this, and I'm surprised that this line is as fun as it is. It's really the complete opposite of the things that I'm used to reviewing. Yesterday was the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and today it's Sesame Street. But Neca's done a really good job on this line so far. I'm very happy with what we've got. So now, let's go ahead and go over his articulation. So he has a ball-jointed neck that can look up that far. It is a little bit tricky. Sometimes his head does want to pop off if you move it too far. Can look down very slightly. Can move side to side and all the way around. He has shoulders that can only move out that far. I wish they could move out just a little more. These joints right here, man, that one's really tight. That one kind of squeaks when you move it, but it does move. But man, this right one is super tight. And you don't really want to move it side to side because that'll probably chew the joint up even worse. He has swivel wrists that can move side to side and up and down very nicely. He has a ball jointed diaphragm and waist that can move back that far, forward just a little bit. You can get a little clearance there, side to side and around just a little bit. He has ball jointed hips, kind of squeaky. They can only move out that far. He can kick forward very slightly, back all the way. Very nice thigh swivel. These single jointed knees feel a little stiff, but they do move back all the way because the way it's cut back here, it gives it enough clearance. He has swivel up in the shin that can move side to side, ankles that can move down very slightly, up very slightly, and they can rock a decent amount. So for the only size comparison, here he is next to Bert, and I finally have the duo together, and they look really awesome together. Neca did a very awesome job on both figures. So overall, I would highly recommend picking this up because I think Neca did a fantastic job on him. This is yet another really fun figure in the Sesame Street line. I'll admit, I'm really surprised by how much I like these figures. They're just really fun. And having both of the figures in hand, Bert and Ernie, they have some amazing sculpt and paint detail to them. The only real complaint I have with this particular figure is that the elbow joints are being chewed up like crazy when I pose him around. I don't know if it's like that on all of them, but on mine it's really bad. But that's really the only con that I have with this figure. Everything else is all positive. So yeah, I definitely recommend picking this up because it is a really fun figure. So, that's my review. If you like this review, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.